morning, board members, and thank you for taking the time to listen to our pitch on the future of sustainability for Starbucks Corporation Canada. On our team presenting is Quinn, based in Calgary, Linda, based in Tianjin, China, Madison, based in Kelowna, and myself, based in Victoria. Today, we will be pitching the idea that to be more sustainable, Starbucks needs to encourage more customers to bring their own cup. Since its inception in 1971, Starbucks has distributed at least 6 billion cups and mugs per year, most of which end up in the landfill. Landfill waste, as well as the pollution that comes from manufacturing plastic, has huge environmental consequences. It is for these reasons that Starbucks needs to reduce their plastic waste immensely. Therefore, our pitch to Starbucks is for them to distribute 50% less cups by 2030. Currently, Starbucks already has a Bring Your Own Cup program, but due to circumstances such as the pandemic, they had stopped allowing customers to use it. Recently, this initiative has been reinstated. However, Starbucks only offers a 10-cent discount when customers bring their own cup. We would like to suggest that this discount be up to 25 cents, even 50 cents, as 10 cents is too small of a difference to matter to customers. Further, we would like to suggest that there would be promo days, where if customers brought their own cup, they could get 50% off their drink or a free coffee. This would benefit both Starbucks and the customer cost-wise, as Starbucks wouldn't have to pay for as much supplies, and the customer saves money on their drink. We see the need for single-serve cups to be eventually eliminated, like plastic bags, for example. However, by 2030, we hope to at least reach that 50% margin. General environment. Currently, one of the most prevalent issues that poses a threat to the sustainability of Starbucks is the COVID-19 situation. COVID-19 has made it so that bringing your own cup is not allowed, as it poses a threat to cross-contamination. As of last August, they started to allow you to bring your own cup again. However, the stigma of germs surrounding COVID-19 caused a decline in the program usage. This issue is something Starbucks will have to continue to navigate thoughtfully. Market environment. In the last quarter 1, 2022, Starbucks reported revenue of $8.1 billion, which is a growth of 19% from the previous quarter. Some of the challenges Starbucks faced, though, were staffing issues in their supply chain, an increase of COVID isolation pay for store employees, and high costs related to the training of new staff. These increased costs make it unlikely that Starbucks will offer a higher discount for the Bring Your Own Cup initiative, even though they still saw a 19% growth in profits. Competitors. Some of Starbucks' main competitors include Tim Hortons and small business coffee shops. Tim Hortons already offers a Bring Your Own Cup initiative, although it is poorly advertised, but the real competition lies within the local coffee shops that advertise themselves as green and progressive. Many people are switching to buying local, as it seems more authentic. So by Starbucks offering a greater Bring Your Own Cup initiative, they are showing that they can keep up with the competition.
This overview identifies the Starbucks stakeholder groups. The government has the authority to regulate business practices. Relevant to this situation, the Canadian government has already begun to regulate the use of single-use plastics, with plans to ban it outright in the near future. Activists, particularly environmentalists, are another group to consider. Investors, employees, and customers must also be taken into account as they have significant economic impact. Suppliers and competitors are stakeholders that indirectly affect and are affected by the organization. News media offers earned coverage, whereas social media messaging is in the organization's control. Lastly, the community and environment are societal stakeholders of Starbucks because the organization is powerful enough to affect them. By identifying the impact the organization has over each stakeholder group and the impact of each group over Starbucks and separating them accordingly, we can determine how the communication plan might impact each group. From there, we can develop custom strategies based on the expected reaction of stakeholders. This plan emphasizes the importance of catering towards government plastic regulations, environmentalists, the community, and customers. By focusing on reducing plastic waste, this plan works to keep groups with the largest impact happy. Starbucks is a large enough organization to have impact over the environment, and the survival of the environment is crucial to all of us, making this a stakeholder group that should be managed closely. Hence this being an environmentally focused plan. This plan uses social media to keep the public informed and partially relies on earned media to increase credibility. Media competition and suppliers should also be monitored. Suppliers are a notable stakeholder of this plan, as they will be directly impacted if the goals of this plan are met. With this plan aiming to distribute 50% less cups by 2030, suppliers are one of the few groups that will likely be negatively impacted by the success of this objective. Using a SWOT analysis, we've outlined the potential strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of this plan. Starting with the threats, the Bring Your Own Cup program at Starbucks was already suspended once due to COVID. Another wave could be a threat to the success of this plan. A significant reduction in single-use plastic cups could have great impact over suppliers. This should also be acknowledged as a potential threat. Weaknesses of this plan include the public's hesitation to increase contact in the aftermath of the pandemic. The amount saved on supply costs would have to be compared to the discount to ensure the profit was increased from the plan. The organization could also stand to lose revenue on suggested promotional days, offering 50% off or a free drink. The strengths of this plan are to reduce Starbucks' ecological footprint, save on supply costs including plastic cups, lids, straws, sleeves, and more. This plan appeals to Starbucks' target demographic, who are typically younger, more environmentally conscious, and willing to spend a little more for a good cause. This will also bring in new customers, as will the suggested promotional deals. This plan also allows for the opportunity to increase sales of reusable Starbucks cups and boost the reputation of the organization as being environmentally aware and actively working towards betterment. The likeliness that plastic will be outright banned in the future also means this plan may be forced eventually. Acting now allows the organization to profit from the benefits outlined above.
Our communication goal is to raise awareness of sustainability among stakeholders through increased communication channels, help spread the word about the positive environmental impact of the Bring Your Own Cup program, and encourage people to bring their own cup and reduce the number of the cups used at Starbucks. We have different communication objectives for internal and external stakeholders. Employees and suppliers are our main internal stakeholders. We want to communicate to raise their awareness of sustainability and to contribute to demonstrating the company's vision on practicing sustainability. Create a green and healthy work environment to promote economic and environmental development. In external stakeholders such as customers, we want to celebrate the launch of Starbucks Bring Your Own Cup program and propose promotion days on the large scale through media communication formats. The campaign incentives encourage customers to bring their own coffee cups and reduce the organization's supply costs. We hope that communication will attract a large group of customers who will become loyal users of organization and actively participating in environmental conservation. Communication plan is important for the future development of the organization, through which we can connect the organization with the stakeholders. So here we have a 2-year communication plan. This plan includes transparent communication, social media campaigns, special events, and advertising. Transparent communication to connect with stakeholders in an open manner, presenting the positive impact of sustainability on humans themselves and the environment. Help employees and suppliers understand and support the organization. Social media campaigns expand the scope of communication and allows more people to learn about the needs to join the sustainability movement through the internet. Special environments are effective in attracting the attention of stakeholders and help spread the word about sustainability. Advertising increases the awareness of the needs to protect the environment and spur a sense of public responsibility and the involvement.
Next, we will discuss about our strategies and tactics of the implementation of this campaign. The strategies is to engage 2 main groups that we would like to focus on this one: Starbucks staff and Starbucks suppliers. There are some steps that can be put in effect, such as creating seminar or team building event to educate staff about company's sustainable plan, give them a voice in creating company sustainability program, or giving staff incentives of successfully pursue customer to use reusable cup instead of regular cup. Second strategy is to collaborating with supplier. With the campaign that encourages customer to use reusable cup instead of regular cup, there will be a decrease in demand of plastic cup from Starbucks. However, company can maintain a great communication with suppliers by sending them the announcements ahead of public announcements and propose alternative deals such as a new contract for producing reusable cup. With external stakeholders, we are planning to conduct two approaches. The first one is increasing awareness of customer in media about campaign, which will include social media campaign aiming to educate customers about the importance of sustainability to environment, while stating the company's commitment to preserve environment and what impact the customer can contribute to help reduce the waste. Since the public and customer know about the campaign and take part in it by switching to reusable cup instead of regular cups, they could help in spreading campaign's message through participating in different contests and trying to promote their own personal creativity in designing their own custom reusable cup to bring a prize. So this communication roadmap, we have 4 different aspects that we want to focus on, which is social media campaign, advertising campaign, internal communication, external communication. All of these campaigns are starting with collecting data to develop the strategy and setting up an objective for each campaign, then following with the implementation of the campaign, monitoring, collecting feedback, and at the end, it's going to be the evolution to see the effectiveness of each campaign. And this is our communication activity schedule following the communication roadmap before. Starbucks are taking active steps to reach the resources goals by focusing on creating top initiatives, and we believe that this plan will help us reach the target goal of distribute 50% less cups by 2030. Thank you for listening to our presentation.